What's up, guys? Jeremy here from RC Nightmare, giving you my final review of the Team Durango DEST210. This is our 1/10 scale stadium truck, ready to race kit, or RTR, ready to run. But the idea, at least the way I read it, was kind of like, hey, minimal changes, box to the track, how would I like this truck? And so I took it out on the track, I took it out on the ball diamond, I bashed it, and these are my opinions. So the price, just being a hair over 400, maybe 440, depending on where you go, and you could probably get it as close to 400 if you had some coupon codes. It's pricey, right? It's a stadium truck. If you're looking to bash, you know, there are more affordable options out there for you. Durability, though, in terms of, you know, bashing and racing, I thought the truck held up great. I didn't have any immediate issues, but again, as you know, if you've watched my reviews, I generally have a pretty, I'm pretty easy to please in terms of durability. I mean, it comes with the big bore shocks. It's got all the nice little race niceties right out of the box. So you're not going to necessarily have those things where you just have to replace it. And really, this truck is at home on the track. There you're going to have to worry about A-arms, things in the tire area, bumpers, front rear bumpers, but obviously this truck doesn't have any. So durability, probably give it a 4 out of 5, only because, probably could use some aluminum parts in some areas. But, it's a 1/10 scale stadium truck. I mean, things are going to break. In terms of bashability, I'm going to go ahead and give it a 3, which slightly outranks the buggy version, the DEX210, just because the stadium truck is a little more aggressive. It handles rougher terrain a little bit better. The speed, that came out of the Speed Passions motor and ESC was perfectly fine. The range and everything on the 2.4 gigahertz remote was totally fine. Again, I don't love this battery design. It's such a small thing. For a racer, I don't think it's a big deal. For bashing, I find it a little bit annoying because it takes a while to unscrew those things. I kind of just want to, throw my battery in and go. For raceability, I'm going to give this a 4 out of 5. You're going to do the standard stuff. You're going to throw new tires on it. You're probably going to put a new steering servo on it. But other than that, there's not a hell of a lot holding you back from just getting out on the track and competing. Now, if you're a terrible driver, this truck isn't going to make you any more competitive. But if you're like me and you just like to race, you want to have something competitive and you don't want to futz with it, this is the perfect stadium truck for you. Really against maybe the TLR. I don't own one, so I can't compare it. But I would put it in, at least for comparison's sake, in the same class. I'm not saying they're equals because I haven't driven it. I'm just saying for price point comparisons, things like that. Now, if you're going to race modified or something like that, you're going to want to stay away from an RTR because you're going to replace the motor in ESC. There's $100 of your cost right there that you're going to throw in a drawer anyway. But if you're like me and you're like, all right, well, I'm just going to race this class, this buggy or stadium truck qualifies, it's perfect. Throw some new tires. New tires on there, swap the steering servo, which is really easy to get at. Boom, you're ready to race. So, I mean, a 4 out of 5 I think is a very fair price point. Value, I think at 440, or well, I've seen everywhere from 420 to like 440, roughly. It's a little pricey, but when you compare it against, buying a $200 kit, $250, throw an ESC and motor, there's another 100, 100 and a half. So you see how that costs, and you get the big bore shocks. That's a $50 to $100 upgrade right there. So I think value, it's fair. I mean, I think it's right where it should be. Could it be $399? Yeah. Maybe a 4 out of 5 on value, because I think once you cross that $400 price point from a single purchase, it can turn some people off. But when you really break down the numbers in your head, it's a fair price. It really is for what you get. Fun factor, I give this a 4, 3.5. I'll give it a 3.5, just because it's really hard for me to give anything that's not 4-wheel drive, anything higher than that, just because of where I live and my driving style. It's hard for me to get down with 2-wheel drives. Again, this is just my opinion. If you like 2-wheel drives and you like to race, or where you bash, a 2-wheel drive is perfectly fine. You'd probably rate it higher. Would I buy it again? I think, for me, racing stadium trucks, I would absolutely buy this truck again, and I'll tell you why. Is because I don't have a ton of time to do upgrades, to wrench on things. I just want to go out there and not have to worry about my kit and just have fun. And the Durango DEST210 does that for you. Now, could you go build up the TLR? Sure, you could. If they have an RTR similar, I will definitely review it because I personally am interested as well. I think this is a perfect package if you want to get out and race. If you're a pure basher, I think going with something like a Rustler, you might enjoy a Rustler better. Rustler VXL, which is right around the same price if you're a basher. If you want to race, the DEST210 is a great place to start. Again, if it doesn't match the class you want to race in, go with the kit. And then you're kind of opening up a different can of worms. But remember, you're paying for an ESC, a Speed Passions ESC and motor right out of the box. You're paying for a steering servo. If you know you're going to upgrade those, regardless of how nice these are, then don't buy the RTR. But I think this kit holds up just fine. I would absolutely buy it again. And I look forward to your comments in the comment section down below. If you like this video, make sure that you crush that thumbs up button. And if you're new to the channel, make sure you go ahead and join the over 20,000 subscribers we already have so you can get updates whenever we upload new kit reviews. Thanks, and we'll talk to you real soon.